welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. This is your first time, or welcome back if you've already been here. Subscribe below if you haven't already done so. This time around, we're gonna do a hair video where I'm gonna be detangling my hair and also deep conditioning it. Alright, so I have washed my hair so far, and again, I washed it earlier in the day, so it's very dry. And honestly, I didn't detangle it or do anything, so that's why it's kind of looking rough now. And I also had it up into a head scarf, so it's very uneven, just looking a mess. So now to the second part of my wash routine is I want to deep condition, especially since I just took down some braids for like a month and a half or so. So my hair just needs that extra love. So I'm gonna use the Eden's Works and I've natural deep conditioner, and I've used this for I feel like a couple years now, and I'm a big fan just because how my hair reacts to it, and just how it just makes it soft and makes it feel nourished and like healthy again after I do the treatment. So in starting that, since my hair is kind of dry right now, is I'll start with a bottle of or a spray of water, just spritzing my hair in different sections and making sure that it's drenched in water before I apply the deep conditioner. And then I'm just gonna detangle for a while and then let it sit with like a plastic bag on top, just to get that extra moisture and that extra love from it. Since again, it's been a few weeks since I've actually washed my hair with having a protective style of braids in for a bit. So the first part is section it into parts that you're comfortable with detangling, and then spritz water all over the sections individually. As I am spritzing water, I am also applying deep conditioner on each section, and then I kind of put it back onto the hair tie so it's still in sections, but I'm not detangling or doing anything at this point. I am just putting in the products. Alright, so since all the deep conditioner is applied through all the sections now, and it's just kind of sitting there, to the part now where I detangle all the sections separately, or individually I should say. And I'm just gonna start at the section I did at first, and kind of just so the other sections also kind of get that TLC where the product seeps in while I'm doing the other sections. And as I'm doing this, I do apply water again because it's just kind of dried out a little bit, or like the water that was kind of dripping, it's not as, you know, soaking as it was at one point, and it's easier to detangle when it's completely wet. And if I do need to add a little bit of more conditioner, I do that too throughout the process. As I mentioned, I'm using water again all over and just replenishing each section just to make sure it's drenched throughout from top to bottom before I go anywhere with the brush. And then this detangling part is you gotta have patience. I hope you ate. I hope you have good energy because it's gonna take a while, babes. But anyways, yeah, of course you start at the end and be gentle, be patient. And there's gonna be some knots in there, especially after protective style, such as braids. Sometimes you will have to detangle with your hands a little bit. And spread the sections up if need be, if you need to spread it into 2 sections or 3 sections instead of just the big one clump that you had before. Do that. Like, just anything that you can do where it's not hurting and you're being patient with the hair, and you're gonna lose some hair, so just be patient with that part of it. Don't be alarmed by it. For me personally, my ends are kind of bad right now and I need a haircut badly, so it was sounding a little bit more rough towards the ends just because they're drier and some split ends there. So again, if you need to take a little extra time because of the condition your hair is in, do that. Just invest time and energy into it, but be patient. And it's gonna be painful, not painful, but it's a long process, but it's worth it in the end for your seeing your hair flourish and being clean and being well taken care of. One thing to say about the product is I love it. It just kind of like seeps into my hair as I am deep conditioning. I can feel it, and then towards every time I'm done with the section, I kind of like braid it up and tie it back into the original piece. Again, I can't stress this enough as far as like breaking the sections into smaller, even smaller sections if need be for detangling purposes, because again, the smaller pieces the better and the easier, and it's easier to kind of get those knots out, especially after following a protective style. So I ended up having to do that towards the front of my hair just because I think the center kind of clumps together even more and more easily, I should say. So yeah, please do that as necessary. It's so satisfying finally when you get the section all detangled up, and it just feels good. You can feel the products just, you know, taking care of your hair. So yeah, we're almost done here. Finally, this is probably after 40 minutes or so, probably longer because I'm listening to music.
Right.
Yay, we're done. We're done detangling. Hallelujahs, hallelujahs, hallelujahs. So, yeah, that's my hair detangled. And then now I'm gonna put either a shower cap if I can find it, or just like a plastic bag around it for at least another 10 minutes or so, just to let it sit there with like moisture. I don't have a hair dryer, so that's why I don't do that. But as long as I cover it, it kind of like helps that moisture just build in one last more time. I don't know, just great. And I'll probably just massage some of my scalp a little bit just to make sure that, you know, like it's getting some love too and not just the hair. And then after that we wash it out, so, and finish up the end of our deep conditioning. It's the lunch lady attire for me. Okay, this is after 15 minutes or so of just sitting with the cap on, and it feels great, even better.
It feels amazing.
All right, let's jump into the shower and wash it. So it's all washed out and the hair feels soft, just well nourished and like shining a little bit and just moistured here. So I love the feeling, and this is my favorite part. Again, this conditioner, I can't thank it enough and praise it enough. I just feel very refreshed, and it just feels very clean and just hydrated afterwards. And I only air dry my hair. I didn't want to do too much with my hair, so I put a little bit of product, like a little leave-in conditioner and also slight oil a little bit. But I just wanted to basically break it down to the sections, and I was gonna do like a nice style with volume the next day. So I put very little products in just to kind of help like retain that moisture, but low maintenance again, and I left it in sections. As I was kind of combing through it one more time, detangling one last time with a few products, but I didn't do like a full wash and go or like styling or anything. The next day, my hair is air dried, and it's just very few products in that I put in last night. The shrinkage, of course, but again, the point here is volume today. So I am just gonna put it into hair ties to just kind of stretch it out a little bit as I'm going into the shower. So I section it a little bit and kind of stretch it out to get extra volume today. And yeah, so very few products again. Didn't put anything in aside from what I put in last night, and just air dried it completely. No heat was used here. After the shower, I just take the sections down and I just kind of fluff it out even a little bit more. I didn't like do a pick or anything to raise it up. I was satisfied with the volume, but again, I could do a bigger volume, but I was okay this day with it, with a few defined curls and just a little bit, just a fro. But it wasn't, you know, like the biggest fro I have, but still it was cute. We're looking good. About to step out. So yeah, just kind of shape it to your face, and it's getting better. I feel like I do this voice at the end of my videos all the time, but yeah, we're looking cute. So cute. The hair again is still moistured and from that deep conditioner. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. I hope you took some things away, and this is just kind of my process for detangling and also deep conditioning. Thank you for watching.